I've been around the physical therapy profession since around 2012-ish, and what I've noticed in a lot of physical therapists and people around the profession is that, in my opinion, looking in, they're not using the physical therapy career to its fullest potential for them, or what it can offer, I should say. For each person, they're using it how they want. I totally understand that. What my point is that there's so much you can do with this degree you have. And what I've seen is that many of the people complaining about the profession, especially the money part, are the people who, in my opinion, are not using it to its fullest potential, or not at least trying to. Now let's take aside the people who are like, I don't want to use it to its fullest potential. I want to work 20 hours a week and spend extra time with my family because I have an inheritance from my parents, or my spouse works and brings in income, or that's just how I want to live my life, right? Okay, let's move them aside. You're using it how you want to use it to the fullest potential, how you want to do it. Great, perfect. Understand that. Now, for the other people who are not in that situation, the people who are just complaining and running off at the mouth saying, oh, you can't make this much, you can't do that, you can't. Oh my gosh. Like, don't you know how much this can do? Like, how many options physical therapy has for you? And you're just not using it. You're complaining because you're working 36 hours at an outpatient clinic, and never asked for a raise, and you're not willing to move to a different company or anything, right? I can ramble on this video, and you're saying, oh, physical therapy is not worth it, or it can't make a lot of money. You're using like 10% of the profession. You're using like 10% of your skills. You're only seeing, like, let's just say 12 people a day. Now you can see more or less. My point is, don't get distracted with all the stuff you can go off in the comments about. My point is, you have to use it if you want this certain lifestyle, or the certain amount of money, or the certain thing you want from this profession. That's like saying, oh, I'm a physician and I only make $60,000 a year. That means being a physician is not worth it. Everybody's going to look at you like, what do you mean it's not worth it? I know physicians and doctors and surgeons who are making millions a year, or half a million a year, or 700,000 a year. They're going to look at that person like, what do you mean you're only making whatever as a physician? The same concepts applies to physical therapy. What do you mean? There's so much you can do if you want to do it. Get as creative as you want to be. You can create a social media account. You can go work for a sports team. You can work, oh my God, I can go on and on. The point is, you have to use your degree. You have to leverage the skills and the systems this thing has set up for you, if that's what you want, instead of just complaining about it. Because I've seen the same complaints for a very long time.